This is a recent video I made of an FSX multiplayer flight involving two motor gliders, ASW20 CL-Js, flown by Harry Osh and myself. The original task was meant to involve launching from Murwillumbah and landing back at Murwillumbah, but there were technical issues with that airport scenery. It couldn't be used in multiplayer, so we switched the task to take off at Tyagarah at Byron Bay, which then involves a fairly long transport stage to get to the start of the task at Murwillumbah, hence the use of the motor gliders.
Before you take off, could you run through what you do about controlled airspace?
Here, I'm not sure what the ceiling is here. We're actually in a danger zone.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
okay.
I noticed that.
I can't remember whether the ceiling's 4.5 or 6.5 here, off the top of my head. But as we get up towards Murwillumbah, we go underneath the 2,500 Charlie airspace for the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll cruise at 2,000 all the way to Murwillumbah.
Yep.
Turn off the jets as we approach the start line, and try and stay under or at or under 2,000 until we get to the second waypoint.
Right.
You know, 100 foot here or there won't matter, but those ridges are below that anyway, so they're about 2,000 feet.
Right.
So it should be good. It should be good.
And then
Once we get to the second waypoint, or just before it,
yep,
we can climb to 6.5 with no trouble.
that's what was going on. Oh yeah, I've got that, no problem. The only other issue I've got now is that my radio is off and I don't know how to turn it on.
Okay.
What do I do for that?
Should be just one of the knobs.
Maybe I'll just hit Control E. Yep, that turned it on. Don't ask me what that does.
That turns everything on.
Okay. And total energy, you've got it set to, have you?
Yeah, I set mine to total energy, I think, rather than speed to fly.
Okay, and what's your barometer saying?
Not much above zero.
Yep. Yep, same here.
A couple of notches above zero.
Yep. And are you going to launch with flaps? Don't think we do it.
Yeah, flaps 1.
Flaps +1.
Yep.
Could be good to go.
Okay, just controls, good, harness, good, air brakes are working and closed and locked. Options, I think if I have an engine failure on takeoff, I'll probably land to the right of the airfield. Otherwise I'll make approach, possibly a modified approach to the airfield. Flaps are set for takeoff, trim set for takeoff, instruments look good, canopy is closed and locked, runway is clear. Traffic Tyagarah, motor glider Golf Victor Golf Alpha Lima is lined up and rolling runway 23 Tyagarah. base level. Speed build up a bit. She wants to come off. Just let the speed build up a bit. Start to climb. Retrim. Okay, we get the gear up. Flaps up. Retrim.
Viagra traffic, Hotel Alpha Zulu Zulu taking off runway 23.
Yeah, we'll just keep climbing for now. So we're just coming up to Murwillumbah. Over the heads there. Okay, we've got to start getting the flaps in now, get a bit of speed up, level off. Too fast. Keep it under the yellow zone in case we get into turbulence. Particularly when we go over those ridges ahead. Getting too high, I've got to get under the get under the Charlie airspace ahead. Get this thing down a bit. It's rather hard to control. Running on the jet now, we're hitting some turbulence, so I've got to slow down again. Give myself a safety margin. Still having trouble getting her down. Boy, these things really want to fly fast.
Yeah, I'm got totally distracted here, and I found myself now at 2,500. Ridiculous. Just broken the
yeah,
controls.
I find you have to throttle the thing right back to nearly idle.
Yeah, long time since I've flown it.
temperature looks good though, so I don't see any problem yet. I'm hitting a few bumps here and there.
Fuel is going to be a problem for me.
Why, how much you got now?
48.
Ah, that's plenty. I got 51, but you were idling a lot longer than me.
Okay.
What speed are you doing?
I'm at 100 knots.
Okay, so you should be catching me.
Yeah. Well, not tailwind.
Okay, I'm approaching the low Charlie airspace shelf now. There's a radio tower just ahead of me.
Ah yes, I see that.
I'm just going to go to the left of that. A lot of lag in this jet, just trying to gain a bit of altitude. Going over those ridges now.
I've actually pulled out in front of you. Travelling at 80 knots.
Oh yeah, I see you now. You're on my starboard side.
Ah, there's the airport, right. Going to cross over the airport at 2000.
Yep.
An engine off.
I'm going to turn the engine off at about 2 miles from the start.
Okay. We'll do the same here.
I've hit lift of all things.
Can I
Like I'm turning off the engine.
Okay, mine's not going to turn off. Hang on, I'll have to cut it off. Okay, I found another way to turn it off. Wouldn't respond onto the controls on the dash.
Okay, I've got 1 mile to run.
Yeah, see you at my 1 o'clock, and I'm over the, not quite over the airfield yet, but I should be able to, should be hitting the airfield at 50 knots at 2000.
Okay, I'm on task. I'm at 2,000 feet.
Okay, I'm on task. 2,000 feet, 50 knots.
I'm at about 80 at the moment. I'm dropping to 70. Should I reduce the flux? Maybe. Go for 1 spot. Sink a bit to get to the ridge.
Looks like you're hitting the, you're going to go for the left side of that first little slope.
I'm actually heading directly for the waypoint, but yeah,
okay.
It's on the slope anyway, so I might go to the right of it and then cut back towards it. I'm going to try and pick up a little bit of lift as I go over these low ridges here.
Yeah.
I haven't lost much height though, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't lost any height either. I don't understand. I'm actually haven't even hit the slope yet.
I'm seeing bits of lift here and there. It's strange.
Yeah.
At least the sky's clearing up now. Not so much cloud.
Yes, that's right. It has cleared up a bit. You've got the Gold Coast in front of you?
Yep. See the skyscrapers ahead. My Netto's still saying there's lift around here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's weird. Not even at the slope.
Fair bit of lift just going over that little ridge. Didn't last long though. Hopefully this next one will be a bit more substantial. Just approaching the ridge. Yeah, I think I'm in the lift zone now. I'm turning to the waypoint. Coming left. I better increase the flaps. Slowing down. Don't forget your flaps. Oops, nearly missed the waypoint. Okay, that's the first waypoint. I'm going to run along the ridge for a little while before I transition.
Yep, I'm along the ridge now.
Okay, I'm at above 2000, so I'm going to transition now. Oh, I can't. I've got to go to waypoint 2, haven't I? I'm going to have to trim down and speed up.
We have to stay below 2.5, isn't it?
Yeah. Is waypoint 2 on that second ridge further in, is it?
It's yeah, it's just straight ahead. We're just going to have to follow the line to the main course at this stage. Oh, I see. Yeah. Getting myself a bit confused here as well. You're heading over to that other slope. That's the right place to be.
Okay.
Good quality lift out there.
I'm in the sink zone at the moment.
Yeah, that's it.
Nearly on the other ridge. +1 on the... See if I can climb here. Oh dear. Not getting much lift.
Make sure you've got no flaps dialed in.
Oh, I'm in positive at the moment and I'm not getting much lift. Oh, she's starting to pick up a bit. Now I'm good.
Yeah.
Too low.
The big question now is whether you're going to get to 2.5 and contact the control tower or what. I'm at 2.5 now. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm in trouble.
Yeah, good.
I'm in serious sink. Getting strange messages too.
My whole radio is dead. Not know what's going on at this stage.
I couldn't get to that waypoint, I just didn't have enough height.
Right. Well, this is consider this a trial run at this stage.
I'm going to try and get on this other big ridge. Yeah, I'm seriously out of lift here.
Need more height. You need, I've comfortably to be at 3,000, 2.5 to 3,000 at least. Feel comfortable. Make the gap over to the big ridge.
Yeah, I'm not getting any lift.
Okay, I've made the big ridge, but it was a bit dicey on only 2,300 at the start.
Yeah, there's no lift down low. I'm getting too low warnings. Where are they coming from?
Too low. No, don't know.
I am too low.
Yeah, you're at 1,100.
I think I'm dead. There's some grass down here I might be able to land on.
You've got the engines.
Oh, that's right.
But you've...
Forgot about that.
Yeah, that's it. That could save you. But you've also got... You get some height. Turn the engine back on, get some height. You'll be able to make it to that ridge on your left. That should have some quality lift on it. Oh, I see what's happened, yeah. Yeah, you'll need engines.
Yep. Once you hit that ridge too low, there's just no lift.
Yep.
Don't sink.
Power up.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Now it's telling me don't sink. Must be something built into this glider.
Oh, it's that. Yeah, that warning. Oh, I know. Now I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I actually... long as you get your engines back on.
Yeah, they're on and warmed up.
Okay, good. I'm heading back over to the slope that you should see me. There's the main slope. This is the one that gets all the lift. Gets you to waypoint 2.
Get back to this ridge and make sure we're in the zone this time. About 2,000 feet. I'll turn the jet back off. Those birds. Okay, let's get the jet off. Put him away.
This is the intended slope. If you can see me, this is the slope that I intended us to use to get to waypoint 2.
I'm on a ridge now. I'm on the top of a ridge. I'm getting plenty of lift.
Oh, good. Okay. All right.
This time I've got enough height to make waypoint 2.
Yeah.
That's where I went all wrong. I just didn't have enough height to make waypoint 2. So I had to turn away. That was disaster.
Yep. Well, it is a really tricky start to this course, there's no doubt about that.
Too low.
Need a lot of local knowledge.
Too low.
Nearly stalled it.
Crossing the gap now at 3,300, 60 knots. No lift.
I'm outside the Charlie airspace now, or the lower shelf, so I can climb quite comfortably to 6.5 if I need.
Right, you're following a ridge the whole way, actually, onto waypoint 2. That's interesting.
Yep.
Have you got lift out there?
Yep. I'm very slow because I'm still climbing.
Right.
I'm outside that Charlie airspace shelf now. So I can climb it up to 6.5 if I need to. I'm at just over 2.5 at the moment.
Yep. Okay, I've made waypoint 2. Plenty of lift out here now.
Yeah, I'm coming up to 3,000 now. I'm going up at about 6 knots. Okay, I made waypoint 2.
Okay.
Let's get out into the wind on this ridge here. Keep on that radio mast there. So where's Harry? He should be just ahead of me here somewhere. Where are you now?
I'm trying to... I should be close to you. I'm between waypoint 2 and 3. I'm just ahead of you. If you've got your labels on, you should see me easily.
What height are you?
I'm at 3,500.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Directly in front of you. Doing 100 knots. Good quality lift. Gonna peel in back behind you, see if I can do that before we cross the next gap. Alright, got you now. You're crossing the gap, it looks like.
Just starting to, yeah.
Yep, okay. I've actually got you on my LNAV. Oh, I fit cloud. thought this might happen. Now we've got troubles. We're going to hit cloud banks on the next line of slope, which could be interesting. Really interesting. Yeah, there's cloud up ahead for me.
Yeah. Okay, I made waypoint 3. I'm going to stick on the ridge this time.
Alright. Okay, waypoint 3.
There is a bit of low cloud out in the valley there, so...
There's yeah, it's gonna potentially wide out for you. It's quite dangerous, I reckon, for these situations close to the ridge here with cloud like this. We may have to abort, actually.
So I'm staying in the lift zone, but keeping low.
Oh, okay, alright, gotcha. May do that myself. Just at the actual height of the...
Yeah, I just saw you go past.
Scooting along here. Whew.
Should be clear of the cloud now, aren't you?
Yep, it's okay for now, but cloud ahead.
Yep.
Okay, I'm tucking in behind you. I don't know what to do about this cloud coming up ahead here. I'm worried about hitting it.
Yeah. I'm about to hit it now. I'm hoping I can see through it, sort of. I'm hoping it's only a thin layer. Yeah, I got through. But there's another one ahead. Uh-oh. Awkward. Awkward. Hold it steady. Hold it steady. Oh, come on, get out of this cloud. Come on. This is ridiculous. Get out of the cloud. Oh, thank goodness. Like I made the waypoint, but I was in whiteout.
Ye gods. Can you remember what altitude you were when you hit it?
Would have been about 4,300, I think.
Okay. Thanks.
I'm trying to find a gap through the clouds here across the valley. Whoa. Come on. Punch through. Oh, I got through another bank. Going to try and get back on the ridge again. Oh, that's better. Oh, there's still more clouds ahead.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Before waypoint 5, I think. Just wispy cloud, but it's enough to white out. Oh, here we go again. Like I've got an attitude indicator. Lucky these gliders have attitude indicators.
Right. Okay, that's true. Yeah, that's a big bonus.
It's keeping away from the cliff side. It's a difficult bit.
Yeah. Really, really dangerous actually. It's wide out close to the cliff line. Okay, I'm whiting out now too. Oh my god. Oh boy. Oh
Sometimes
boy.
it only lasts a minute or so.
Right. It's not much fun when it happens.
You just got to remember where the cliff is and turn away a bit.
Yeah. The attitude indicator's huge. Huge benefit.
I think I might be through the worst of it. Seems to be clearing up a bit ahead. Sink here as I get around this outcrop here. Still got a little bit of lift. A bit low, I need to climb a bit, but I don't want to get in those clouds. Oh, I just went past waypoint 5.
I can't see Mount Warning, it's in cloud.
Oh, it's more cloud ahead. Waypoint 6, I'm going to have to drop down a bit on in the front of the cliff, I think.
Yeah, the lift drops off for the last waypoint.
Yeah, but I have to get underneath this cloud bank, so... Oh, it's not too bad. I might be able to make it. So is waypoint 6 off the end of the ridge, isn't it?
Yeah, yep. There's a little bit of, it's right at the very last little hill. Not even really the ridge. It should be right over the last bit of lift, last bit of the ridge.
So I probably want to be over 4,000 when I come off the end here.
Well, that's it. Trying to make it past Mount Warning and back to Murwillumbah without any motor. I'm not exactly sure what your glide slope, what the height should be for the glide slope at this stage. 5,000 would definitely be comfortable. I think 4,000.
There's no way I can get to 5,000 because this cloud's just too low.
Oh yeah, well there you go. I haven't actually thought this part through.
I'm only 300 feet below the glide slope at the moment, and I'm at 4,000. So I think 4,000 will be enough.
I think.
Can't
so,
we pick up some lift on those hills on the way back?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 4,000 should be. I think 4,000 should be fine. And there's always the possibility of lift at Mount Warning.
Is that sort of spiky one in the middle, is it? God, cloud again. What can I do here?
Bugger. Whoa.
I'm in cloud again.
Yeah, this is bad, really bad. Oh dear.
Away from the ridge a bit here.
That was dangerous.
I've got to come back towards the waypoint. I wish I knew where that ridge was. Oh, I think I'm off the end. Okay, I'm off the end of the ridge now.
Okay, the problem for me is my air brakes are dead. Oh yeah, here we go. I've got control of them back. It is really weird. Okay. You wouldn't happen to know what the keyboard shortcut is for the air brakes, just in case, would you?
It's not the slash key, is it? Okay, waypoint 6. Oh dear, there's a lot of cloud there.
Yeah.
There's even a few cumulus. What we'll do next time is we'll try and set some weather or cloud layers in the other surrounding weather stations and see if we can control it better.
Yeah, I'd like to do this course again. There's a lot of little things here that I'd like to improve on.
I think I can see Mount Warning, as you call it. Is that sort of got 2 peaks?
Yep, that's it. The volcanic plug.
Seems to be out of the cloud now, so I'm going to head for it. My arrival height's marginal at the moment. You should be getting close to final waypoint, aren't you?
Yeah, getting close to waypoint 6, but I think I might be too low.
What's your height?
I'm at 3,600, but I am in lift, so I might be able to make 4,000. The clouds.
Yeah, you want to come off there at 4, yeah.
Okay. Mainly the clouds are the other issue.
Yeah.
Whiteouts.
I hit another bank as I started the final glide, but I'm clear at the moment. In fact, it looks like I might have a clear run all the way to Murwillumbah. There's a little bit of cloud which I can dodge around. My arrival height's saying 1,000 foot at the moment, so that's good. But I'm flying fairly slow. About 70 knots. I have to get back down to 2,000 though before I get under that shelf again.
All right.
That'll be interesting.
Okay, I've made waypoint
What
6.
What I might do is track eastwards along the boundary of that shelf until I'm down to 2,000 and then head for the airfield.
Right.
That'll put me closer to it, I think.
Well,
Not far from Mount Warning.
Right, yeah, I finally can see you now ahead. Cloud's too thick for me to try and even make 4,000 at this stage. I'm really not happy with it. So I'm down at 3,700 heading for home. Wish me luck.
Well, if you fly slow to Mount Warning, you should be able to get lift there, shouldn't you?
Yeah. Except it'll be in cloud too, presumably.
No, well, not for me it isn't.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, there's lift here.
Good quality lift out there?
Yeah, 6 knots at least.
Alright.
It's up to 10 now.
Okay, well I'll take your word for it and speed myself up a little bit.
Don't hit it too low though.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait around here, see how you go. There's actually some cumulus X clouds out there in the valley.
Not seeing any myself. Just remember that you can wide out really easy at any time at that mountain.
Oh, okay. Oh, don't stall. That's what you're doing.
Funny how your aircraft labels just disappear for no reason. Looks like, I don't know, you're not in cloud, are you?
No. I'm very close to some wispy cloud. Yeah, I can see it coming. I should put a bit more flap on. In the lift yet?
Moment of truth has not yet arrived. Okay, just hit some lift. Yep, okay. Yeah, we got good lift now, finally. Whew, that was close. It was marginal. Definitely marginal.
Yeah, you nearly arrived too low there.
Arriving below 3,000 is not really a good idea. Still got problems.
Yeah?
Yep.
You can follow this ridge line for a little while. So.
Yeah. That was dangerous. Yeah, I've got plenty of height now, but I almost stalled it close to the ridge line. Not exactly sure. Yeah, there's no problem. We've made the altitude for the airport now, no problem at all. I'm not exactly sure where you are, but I'm back at 3,500.
Yeah, I just got caught in some cloud and just distracting myself.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm heading for the airfield more or less. Yeah, I've got to get under 2,000, or at 2,000. I'll get under the Charlie airspace ahead, so.
Okay. One nautical mile ahead of me.
Yeah, I'm going to track a little bit east to stay out of that Charlie airspace until I'm down to 2,000.
Okay.
We're at 3,000. Got to get under 2.5 so I can go to my left. Murwillumbah's on my left. Okay, I'm under 2.5. I'm heading for the airfield. Not under the Charlie airspace yet.
Just hit 2.5, heading for the airfield myself.
Okay. 2,100 and we're just crossing into Charlie airspace. Well, we're below it now. Good. 3 miles out. Right to line. Don't go too fast as I hit the turbines.
Okay, 3 miles out.
One mile. About it, I think. We are over. Okay, that's it. But where are we going to land?
I guess we could land here. My ASN has just crashed.
Oh no.
We may have to land because of weather problems.
Do you normally land these
we'll
things with the jet on or off?
Well, I'm going to just treat it as a glider at this stage. I have landed it with the jet on, but I think I'm just going to just treat it as if it's a glider. Power off. Yeah, ASN's just crashed, but the weather hasn't dumped. I've still got the standard weather, so that's fine. Didn't clear out the weather. It's just, yeah, I think landed Wymore at Murwillumbah, I reckon. So many different issues I've got here.
Yep, okay.
Radio's not working.
Gear down, flaps for landing. I'll be looking for a speed around 50 to 60 knots. Lift here. Just a bit of a thermal.
Dump the water ballast. Forgotten where the bloody ballast switch is.
I'm not sure it has one.
I can't find it. Looking to dump my ballast, can't even do that. That'll teach me for flying a glider cold like this without pre-practicing it.
Traffic Murwillumbah, glider, Golf Victor Golf Alpha Lima on final Murwillumbah. I can't remember the runway numbers here.
Neither do I. Don't know what they are. Really not sure. I should know, but I don't.
Wind direction looks good from the way I'm going anyway.
Yeah, I've got the sock in sight, looks fine.
Half air brakes. Speed's good. Profile's good. Runway's clear. Tow plane on the left. Bit of ground effect here.
Murwillumbah traffic, Hotel Alpha Zulu Zulu on downwind.
I think I'm clear of the runway. Can't see where the markers are. Just go forward a bit.
Another trap for young players. I've slewed myself into the seat with ease dock too far back so that when I turn my head I cannot see the runway. I'm sitting too far back in the seat. Interesting, haven't had that before. Can't even move myself forward.
It never pays to drop into a glider at the last minute, does it?
Yeah, I came up with this idea this morning, just to fly this glider, because I have flown it many times, but it feels totally weird at this stage. And Murwillumbah traffic, Hotel Alpha Zulu Zulu on final to land. On a modified approach. Another thing that's irking me is I'm not getting any shake, nothing. Like the old days flying the simulator back in 2010.
Okay, so something not right there.
We had it easy back then. There's no shake, beautiful and smooth. Very unreal, it's disconcerting.
Yeah, it's like flying airships.
Yeah.
Mine was bumping around a bit.
Going to be a difficult landing because air brakes control in the virtual cockpit are marginal to say the least. Okay, should be alright. Wheels are not down, you're joking. That's odd. That's very off-putting.
That's usually the G key.
The light is on permanently no matter what I do. I think that I've lost control of the air brakes. This is going to be really bad. Close to a stall. Not sure what to do here. I'm dead. Cannot control my old brakes. I'm gonna hit the shed. I'm dead. Bang. Yep. That was disastrous.
So the controllers just aren't connected to the air brakes, are they?
Yeah, I had no control. I just lost control of the air brake. I had control of the air brakes for a little while, and then I lost. I got contradictory message on the wheel. The light was saying the wheel was out, but when I looked at the actual cockpit, the wheel control was indicating that the wheel was retracted. So something just did not establish itself correctly at all in the.
You know why? Because you started
setup.
in the air, I reckon.
It didn't set up the glider properly, but the weird part was I should have checked all that beforehand. I was just totally thrown out by all of the technical issues that I was having. Yeah, that's the first crash I've had in a long time.
Well, that flight was a comedy of errors and a whole swag of technical issues, particularly for Harry. Seemed to all stem from the fact that our initial departure airport wasn't suitable for multiplayer, and then the alternative airport that I chose, down at Byron Bay, only had one parking place. So FSX Multiplayer started Harry's aircraft in the air. Although he slewed back onto the ground, it seemed to create all sorts of status and control issues for him from there on. The weather didn't quite turn out as we planned it. It was historical real world weather, but because Active Sky Next tends to randomise clouds, we tried to manually set the clouds from a single weather station, but obviously that single weather station, which was the Gold Coast airport, just didn't have enough influence on the area we were flying in. So we ended up with a whole lot of low cloud that was really a bit unrealistic. You wouldn't fly like that on a ridge in those sort of conditions, I don't believe, in the real world. Apart from that, we changed aircraft at the last minute. Always a bad idea, even though we have some previous experience with these jet-powered motor gliders. Yeah, so I even forgot I had an engine at one stage when I desperately needed it. Luckily, Harry reminded me. So it was an adventure. But then every gliding flight's an adventure. You just get a few more things thrown in by the simulator sometimes.